What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. Today on my channel, we are back. We are here with the daily life of popular culture in 1980, bro. We already did the 90s, and we already did the 2000s. You know the 90s is goated. I ain't even got to say no more. But the 1980s, I was not around for this time, you know? My mom was probably a motherfucking teenager, maybe. Yeah. The 80s is just something different. Now, the music, I already know. Greatness came out with the 80s, bro. The fashion, I don't know, bro. I don't remember. I know everybody was wearing like the little suits getting boogie down, or was that the 70s? Motherfuckers had afros. That might be the 70s. But, I don't know. We're going to hop into this. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all having fun with these. I know it took me a little bit to, get going or whatever, but we are here. So, y'all like this video? Go to Reading Through History. He put this masterpiece together for us to learn about the 1980s. So, get your educational hats on. School's starting back up, and we about to hop into this. So, here we go, bro. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. I'm excited.
The 1980s were an exciting time for Americans. Many new types of technology and forms of entertainment were emerging. What were some of these new items? What was daily life like in the 1980s? The American family was changing in the 1980s. Many families felt a need to increase their disposable income, and as a result, more and more women continued entering the workforce.
Okay, I'm trying to remember some of the stuff he said in the other one. I think women were already in the workforce in the 90s and 2000s, or probably progressing further. So this is probably...
broken marriages were becoming more commonplace, with divorce rates reaching their peak in the latter half of the 1970s and remaining high throughout the 1980s.
So in the 90s, it was more single parents. 90s and 2000s was more single parents, but in the 80s, motherfuckers was getting divorced more. So you see the timeline? It's crazy.
Also, many women were choosing to remain single and pursue professional careers. As a result, single-parent families became a significant part of the American cultural landscape. This led to an increased reliance on daycare, with many small children spending time in nurseries during the day. The average income for an employee varied throughout the decade. In 1980, the average salary was a little more than $19,000, while the average salary in 1989 was just over $27,000.
It's crazy because this number could be fabricated, because even though women was entering the workforce, they wasn't getting paid the same amount as men. So this number is probably cut in half for real. That's nuts.
Of course, an individual's salary largely depended on their chosen profession. The price of various products rose as well. For example, the average price of a new home in 1980 was about $68,700. That is
love today, bro.
By 1989, the average price of a new home was $120,000.
Let me just pause it here. This $68,000 will buy you a patch of grass, and you got to build your home. This $120,000, it might get you a house in the hood that you could flip. That's crazy.
A new car might have cost someone about $7,000 in 1980.
That's like a 10-year-old car today.
But in 1989, it might have cost more than $15,000.
That's a pre-owned car, maybe.
Various makes and models of cars would have changed these numbers significantly.
Look at my man mustache.
The price of other items might not have fluctuated as much. The average price of a gallon of milk in the 1980s was $1.70. and a loaf of bread was 86 cents.
Yo, do they still make Wonder Bread, bro? I only see Stroman's, Natural Owl, the other little brand. I don't think they make Stroman bread. Wonder Bread no more. I haven't seen Wonder Bread in so long.
A good pair of athletic shoes might have cost about $55.
That's crazy.
While a nice blouse cost about $16. The average price for a gallon of gas was $1.15.
$1.15.
With increasing amounts of leisure time, the American public yearned.
Just pause and look at this fashion statement right here. The get up is crazy, bro. Where the rest of your shirts at,
Earned for entertainment. Fortunately, there were several technological advances that allowed families to be entertained at home. One of the most prominent was the rise of cable television.
Basic cable, what y'all know about that?
Cable was available in the 1970s. It did not become a household feature until the 1980s. Cable TV introduced families to a much wider array of viewing choices. Teenagers could watch the latest popular music videos on MTV, or music television, while those seeking information could check out the around-the-clock news coverage on CNN, the cable news network.
Hairstyle, bro.
Sports-minded viewers could tune in to the sports network, ESPN, while children were entertained
by Nickelodeon. I'm sorry.
Cable television also brought...
Ooh, look at this. See, this is before my time, but I know Inspector Gadget, bro. This is crazy, bro. The other one didn't show cartoons.
Rise to children's daytime programming. Every day after school, kids would rush home to watch the latest episodes of G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and the Real Ghostbusters.
Wow.
Each of these programs had a successful...
You know what? There we go right there. Toys were popular back then, bro. Kids don't play with toys no more. I don't get what happened. Is it technology? Everybody on a tablet, microtransactions? I don't know. V-Bucks, like Roblox, like it's so much that kids don't do that we did. Like, we had action figures, bro. We had wrestling men, bro. They don't play with toys.
Line of toys associated with them.
That's why Toys R Us is going now.
This type of programming often received criticism, as many adults believed that these shows were nothing more than half-hour-long toy commercials.
That makes sense.
Network television still provided countless hours of entertainment for families in the evening. The most popular television programs included hour-long dramas such as Dallas and Dynasty. The Dukes of Hazzard, Magnum P.I., and Murder, She Wrote were also
Look at her
highly
face.
popular
She is
programs.
so upset. Like, what's happening,
Miami
Mark?
Vice, while only cracking the top 10 in ratings one year, 1987, had a significant impact on men's fashion in the late 1980s.
That's true. That's true.
Several half-hour-long situation comedies were also popular, including Family Ties,
Brady Bunch,
Who's the Boss, and Growing Pains.
When did the Brady Bunch come out? I feel like maybe it was no, it couldn't have been the 70s. Or Married with Children, was that the 90s? I don't even know no more.
The most popular program of the decade was The Cosby Show.
Cosby Show, bro.
Starring Bill Cosby.
No! Alright, I'm gonna stop.
The Cosby Show topped the ratings chart every year from 1985 to 1990.
Fuck.
Despite the popularity of television, many families were also going out to the movies in the 1980s.
Look at those seats.
Raiders of the Lost Ark made Harrison Ford
Indiana
a
Jones.
box office sensation and established Indiana Jones as a legendary character. Eddie Murphy also emerged as a
Eddie Murphy, bro? 80s was his, bro.
rising star, featuring in movies such as Beverly Hills Cop and 48 Hours.
Yes, sir.
Other popular films of the decade included E.T. the
E.T. is
Extraterrestrial,
creepy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ghostbusters,
Yup.
Gremlins,
That's wow.
The Karate Kid, Back to the Future,
Back to the Future,
and Top Gun. A number of comedy films, such as Caddyshack, Stripes,
keep moving forward. Remember, the future is unwritten, and anything is possible.
Why is my Alexa giving me a motivational quote right now, bro? What the
Porky's, and Police Academy became classics of the genre.
I wonder, did The Outsiders come out in the 80s?
A rivalry also developed between two competing
slashers.
horror film franchises.
The slashers.
Each year, except for 1983, saw a new Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street film.
I feel like watching all these
Jason
shits back now.
Voorhees and Freddy Krueger became
And then watch
iconic
Freddy versus
characters.
Jason at the end, bro. What?
However, Americans were
stop. What's that one? I can't even see it. King Kong. Oh my God. Kong versus Godzilla. Yo, that joint is goofy looking. VHS tapes. That's what we here to stop for, bro. Yeah, I don't know if the kids know what a VHS is, dog, or a cassette tape. Oh my Lord.
no longer restricted to just watching
Star
movies
Wars.
in the theater. The video cassette recorder, or VCR, allowed families to watch movies in the comfort of their own home.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I grew up with these, right? Like, they probably advanced them a little bit more in the 90s. But then, like, the early 2000s, they sold the VCR / DVD all in one. Y'all remember that? I'm gonna put a picture up, bro. Oh my God, bro. You had your VHS tapes, and if you want to watch DVD, you switch it to the DVD, you put the DVD in. When you got the best of both worlds back then, you was the man, bro. You watched all the movies. Oh my God.
Video cassette rentals became a big
Blockbuster.
business during the decade. Families could see a movie just months after the film had left the theaters. Additionally, the VCR allowed people to record a favorite television program
Yes, sir.
so that it could be viewed at a later date.
You just gotta record over another tape.
Handheld camcorders also made it possible to
That's some big as
record
shit.
birthday parties, live performances, and other events that
So
a
on a
family
cell
might
phone now,
want
you
to
just
remember.
record. Say cheese.
Video
Nokia.
games moved
Yeah.
from the arcade and into people's homes in the 1980s. The Atari 2600 was the
That's
first
why everybody had
video game
glasses. You
system
gotta be so
that
close to
most
the
families
screen.
purchased. While the system was available in the late 1970s,
Pac-Man.
it became a staple of family entertainment in the early 1980s.
Oh, you gotta bring up arcades. Arcades was definitely popular.
In the latter half of the decade, the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, redefined the video game. Many iconic
Look at all these classics, bro. Look at all these goddamn classics. I don't know a lot of these, but I know a lot of these. Motherfucking Mega Man, Mario, other Mario. They got the Donkey Kong game. Yup, Donkey Kong. Paperboy. What y'all know about Paperboy, bro? Oh my God. I had that on Game Boy. Ice Climbers, bro. More Mega Man. I don't see no Zelda. Where's Zelda at? They got Kirby. I didn't know Tiny Toons had a game. Oh my God, bro. This is crazy.
video game
There goes
franchises
Zelda.
began on the NES, including Super Mario Bros.,
Oh, Rampage. That was my
The
game.
Legend of Zelda, Metroid,
Yes, sir.
Mega Man, and Final Fantasy.
How I forget Final
By
Fantasy.
the time
bro.
the NES was discontinued in 1995, nearly 62 million of them had been sold.
Damn.
Americans found entertainment outside of the home as
Jordan.
well. Professional sports flourished during the decade. The National Football League, or NFL, produced numerous stars, including Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Their San Francisco 49ers won
4-0.
4 Super Bowls throughout the
No
1980s.
losses.
Meanwhile, the 1985
85
Chicago
Bears, undefeated.
became a cultural phenomenon, even producing a hit song, the Super Bowl Shuffle, while on their way to winning the Super Bowl.
I did not know that.
The National Basketball
Jordan.
Association,
With the
or
hair.
NBA, spawned a spirited rivalry
Magic.
between Larry Bird
Larry
and
Bird.
Magic Johnson.
Ah.
Bird's Celtics
Greatness
won
right
3
there.
NBA titles, while Johnson's Lakers won 5 championships.
Kareem. You suck,
In
Kareem.
1984, Americans became enthralled with the Summer Olympics, which were hosted in Los Angeles.
Was the Dream Team in the 80s?
Gymnasts Mary Lou Retton and Bart Connor became household names.
That boy named Bart.
And track and field star Carl Lewis won 4 gold medals.
Ugh.
In boxing,
Mike
Tyson became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in 1988.
Fucking cannon right there, bro.
In music, compact discs were available in some parts of the country, but they were rather expensive.
Yeah.
Therefore, most
got
fans
the Walkman.
listened to their music on cassette tapes, and records were still fairly common. The most popular performer of the decade was Michael Jackson. Jackson's 1982 album, Thriller, became the world's best-selling album, selling more than 66 million copies.
That's nuts.
Aside from Michael Jackson, other performers became famous as well. Madonna burst onto the scene in mid-decade, producing 7 chart-topping songs from 1984 through 1989, along with another 8 that finished in the top 5. Rap music was becoming a prominent force in popular music.
NWO was 89. Run DMC
and LL Cool J were amongst the most popular rappers of the 1980s.
I mean, I'm missing a lot, but alright.
The Beastie Boys album, Licensed to Ill, became the first rap album to top the pop charts. Trendy fashion became increasingly important in the 1980s, especially amongst the younger generation.
This just shows their era right here.
Fashion tended to mimic what was being worn in movies, on television, and by musical performers. As a result, teased hair and excessive makeup became popular.
Yep.
Many teenage girls also wore large hoop earrings, bangles and bracelets, and other accessories.
Solid looks. I like these.
Neon colors became prominent.
Yeah, very bright.
Millions of kids began wearing athletic shoes made
Air
by
Jordans,
either Nike or Reebok. It should be noted that not every family experienced the 1980s in the same way. These were just a few of the broad trends that were predominant throughout the decade. Each family and each individual had a unique situation with their own stories, taste, and preferences.
That's solid, bro. That's solid. Bro, that is so solid. Shout out to Reading Through History for just teaching us about a time that we never experienced. So when you look back, you know, you got your TV shows, your fashion. You look back at these things, it's like, yo, like, that actually happened at a certain point in time. And then you just watch life and culture evolve. And it's amazing, bro. It really is. Like, it is like, I feel so old sometimes. It's like, I remember some of that. Remember all of the 90s. And then the 2000s when I'm starting to grow up and I'm seeing the younger kids that I was, what they knew shit. And it's like, it's crazy. The evolution is crazy. Y'all want to see the original videos to these? Make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Original is in the description. Y'all want to continue these Jones, man? He got a lot of them. I think I looked and it dated back all the way to the 1920s or 30s. So if y'all liking these, run them likes up, bro. Definitely go subscribe to Reading Through History. Gonna give you a like right now, bro. You know. And yeah, we're gonna get about this video. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good shit y'all do, you know. I love the support. 4K, baby. I know I ain't really announced nothing, but you know, we did hit 4,000 people. So that's huge. Just fucking huge. Starting at number 0, you feel me? So we just gonna keep going, keep grinding, you know. I gotta stay more consistent. But you know, we doing this, you know. We got all the time in the world, bro. So I'm gonna see you on the next video. Thank y'all for the love and the support. We out this joint. Peace.